Happy Wednesday, beautiful people. I'm laughing because I'm driving and making another video, and I told Maria that people say I probably shouldn't be doing this, and she's like, Spirit says she's fine. And then I lied and said, yeah, I won't do it anymore, and here I am because inspiration strikes. But at least I'm not holding my phone and I'm actually staring at the road, but I wear sunglasses so you guys think I'm staring at the camera. Anyways, I have been down for the count, as in tired, the last, what's today, Wednesday? So Wednesday I slept almost all day. I got up, I weighed in at kickboxing, super excited, went home, ate pizza. Pizza didn't taste as good as I thought it would, whatever, not the point. Then I passed out. I woke up the next day, I was up for maybe an hour, went back to sleep for like 9 more hours, woke up for 3 hours, went back to sleep for like 13, 14 hours. I'm exhausted, and the reason why I am sharing this with you is, one, Spirit is telling me to, but two, if I was still living in the mindset of fear and living in the not the now moment of listening to my body and listening to guidance from my deepest self and from my guides, I probably would have went and ran to the doctors or gotten a test or whatever, because I was so tired and like achy. I had on and off fevers, chills, and instead I didn't let that bother me, because I'm not around people anyways. But two, I understand energy. I understand what's happening in the world. I am aware that Earth is going through a huge ascension process, and when she does, we all do. It affects each one of us differently. Me and Maria talk about this stuff all the time. Ascension symptoms are a real thing, and they can be very similar to the flu or the COVID or MO pox or whatever, right? Whatever label you want to give it, or depression or anxiety. These are all types of ascension symptoms, especially when they're happening in clusters with people, right? So every time I woke up, because I was kind of like lucid dreaming, I knew I was asleep because I couldn't move, and I was like sleeping really weird, and my dog was like lying right on me, like, which wasn't comfortable, but I surrendered to it. I was like, whatever. I would do scans of my body from head to toe and notice in my body if there was anything lingering, like, is there color anywhere? And there wasn't. And I just kept asking the angels, my guides, Creator, you can ask whoever you want, right? Whoever you believe in, to just come and do healing on me, to support me in being now, supporting me in releasing whatever's in my nervous system and in my aura, on this dimension, all dimensions, so I can come to a state of peace. I can come to a state of now, surrender, to release anything within me that needs to be released that is hard for me to do when I'm awake, right? And I was getting frustrated because I kept being shown other people in my life's faces, ones that I haven't seen in years, ones that I maybe come across once. Like, I was like, why are all these people in my life? But it's because I am part of their awakening, their healing, their growth. And I was getting kind of frustrated because I was like literally surrendering to being selfish and letting Spirit heal me, letting my higher self work on me. But instead, I was put down for the count to sleep, so my body can go to so many people's higher selves and spirits on many other earth planes and dimensions at the same time, quickly, while I'm just sleeping. I am blessed to have had clients that understood that I couldn't show up for sessions and I had to cancel. I showed up for one of my clients, and after I was back to sleep. It was a great session. It was needed. But I didn't. The entire time I wanted to get up and go to kickboxing. I was like, I need to get up and eat my asparagus and drink my water and, continue filling my body with nutrients. And I realized Spirit was taking care of that. Spirit was keeping me asleep and keeping me comfortable in my bed in order for me to do what was called for me to do at that time. So I didn't pass judgment upon myself. I didn't go into fear mode thinking I have an illness, a virus, nor did I feel like I needed to share with anybody until now. Oh, this, and this. Because like, oh my God, go get a test. Oh my God, because people live in fear. I don't live in fear. Do I believe that there are illnesses and viruses out there? Of course, we're humans. But I know that wasn't the case with me. I know that spirit and my higher self were making me sleep because of the energies and everything that I put my body through the last 6-7 weeks. Well, since June, actually. In a way to reset me so I can be at a higher vibration. I know that even though I was traveling without intention to other people, because my intention was just to help myself, but that's how I knew it was totally up to spirit, because I was literally trying to like, let's do healing on me, let's call in my psychic surgeons, and it wasn't happening. But so I was in them now. I was surrendering. And the beauty of it is I wasn't beating myself up. I wasn't thinking that there was something wrong with me. I wasn't like, oh my God, I gotta get vitamin B12 shots. I gotta get fluids done. Oh my God, I'm dehydrated. Oh my God, I haven't eaten forever. I'm gonna die. No. Because our higher self knows what's best for us. And if we need to sleep, dude, we need to sleep. We live in a world and society where we work to be enslaved to a job that doesn't give a fuck about us, especially in nursing and healthcare and police. Like, it's like you work for other people, but so you don't take time for yourself. Like, if I was still in the hospital working, I would have been miserable at work, pushing through and drinking so many energy drinks. But now I am so much more aware that, like, my body needs to rest in order for me to heal. And in order for me to be in service, whether it's me being physically put down, like a dog, being put down to sleep, or up talking, communicating, and sharing energy with people, right? Our higher self literally knows what's best for us all the time. When we live in a state of fear, we don't live in the now moment. When we surrender to our bodies and we do a scan of our body head to toe and we hear rest, we need to rest. When we hear drink water, we need to drink water. If we have dreams, for instance, I don't know why this is coming through, but I guess it's important for someone listening to this. If we have dreams about food, or I used to have this one where I would be going into Walgreens and I would stand in the drink aisle and I would open up every cooler and just get down on one knee like I was proposing to the drink and chug it, like, because I was thirsty. I realized that my higher self in my dreams was coming to me saying I was depleting myself of nutrients. I was depleting myself of sugars, healthy sugars. I was depleting myself of vitality. Water is vitality, right? We're made out of water. Come on. And air. So when you have dreams of, let's say, a tomato, think about what nutrients does a tomato have? How red and juicy was it? Was it an orange tomato? Was it a yellow tomato? Was it a dry tomato? For instance, right? If you have a dream of popcorn, what's popcorn? It comes from corn, which is starch. Popcorn's also very salty. It's also very crunchy. So what in your life is needing more energy? What is really crunchy in your life that you need to calm it down? What in your life do you need to harvest, right? What in your life do you need to bring pop into, energy into, right? To make corn into popcorn. And the same with the tomato. What vitamins and antioxidants are in a tomato that you are depleted of? Our dreams are always giving us messages. When we are having visions of other people in our dreams, most of the time it's our higher self making our ego feel safe in receiving a message because it's from someone else rather than us yelling at ourselves, okay? So I checked in with that. I was like, okay, is all of these people in my life, are they messages because it's something I'm depriving myself of? Spirit said no. And that's why I did a scan, because I'm very self-aware of dreams and all that. This video was not supposed to be 10 minutes long. The point of the video is, We are all experiencing different ascension symptoms. When we are getting sick right now, our higher self in the universe is putting challenges in front of us to see how much strength we have, to see how much we can grow, to how much we can tune into our bodies, to see if we're supposed to run out to the doctors. We're supposed to go and chug cold medicine. We're supposed to snort like, what is that stuff called? Nafro, whatever that saline stuff is up your nose. I don't know what it's called right now. Are we supposed to go and take Tylenol the second we have a pain? Or are we supposed to sit with that pain? Maybe use the element of water and heat to relieve that pain, right? The last 3 days I had my AC on and I had my stomach covered in a heat pack. And I had it on like 3 or 4. And I was so comfortable. Kevin, he's like, dude, you're so hot. To me, I didn't think I was hot. I was comfortable. But I realized it was my solar plexus, my confident chakra, my energy chakra, and my sacral and my root all being healed. And it was like warming up my heart and my throat. But I was so comfortable. And I did have pains in my stomach. A lot of it had to do with bathroom stuff because of my diet. But I know now that it was more so of me going around to other people and starting to work on their solar plexus, their chakras, to relieve emotions that are trapped in those areas of them, to bring it to surface, to help them in their ascension. I'm not going to name who they are because they don't need to know. The point is that their higher self called on me to do that while I was sleeping. I couldn't do it while I was awake because I would need their permission. They would need to contact me, pay for a session. When you're in spirit realm, when know that you're one with everything, and you're called to do something, you already have their permission from their higher self. Many people are going to disagree with me on that, but you know what? If you're living in the 5D understanding of coming from a straight state of love and compassion, you don't have any ill intent on your energy with someone else, right? You're not projecting your pain, your shit on someone. You're actually supporting them in their subconscious, in their physical nervous system and body to release things so they can have more self-compassion for themselves. That's for a whole nother topic. Probably Maria and I will do a video on that. But Maria has been much more clairsentient than I have been her entire life. Since getting the cancer, I have become so much more clairsentient. I'm still clairvoyant, clairaudient, all that stuff. But clairsentient, I am feeling it in my body. And like, for instance, last weekend I was at the beach and then something happened, like a conversation happened with somebody. I wasn't offended. A part of myself in my body was offended. And I started having symptoms that I've had before, like coldness in my fingers and toes, and my heart started to really hurt, like I had a pain in my heart. And I was like, whoa, what is this? So I breathed. I called on the element of water, because I was in the water, to come through and cleanse me. I called on the spirit of sage to come in and clear any energies within my body and my nervous system and my aura that are not mine, that are causing this pain. Boom. My heart pain went away. The coldness in my fingers went away. I was taking on someone else's pain from that conversation. Fucking fascinating, let me tell you. And when I told Maria this, she's like, dude, you're becoming so much more clairsentient. And I'm like, am I? Cool. Sometimes we need someone else to like verify and celebrate these things with us. So always check in with your body. Whether you feel more tired, let's say you have sniffles or a cold, try lymphatic massage first while you call and ask your higher self. Say, I set my intention to call in my higher self. Support me in doing a quick scan of my body. Is this energy mine or someone else's? You will receive the answer. Allow it. But anyways, I love you guys. Hopefully if you got anything out of this video, it's really to know that every one of us is going through an ascension process, whether we like it or not. We can resist it and it'll become stronger, like the symptoms, or we can surrender to it and observe it. And in a sense, when I say observe it, question it. Be like, is this me? Is this somebody else? Have fun with it. Be like, ooh, I'm being put down. Like, I'm literally sleeping a lot. I wonder why. Am I sick or is it something else? And ask instead of assuming or expecting the worst. Ask for wisdom. Because your higher self knows what's best, knows the time of which you're going to experience something. And I still kind of don't know why the last few days I've been put down. I mean, I kind of explained it in this video, but I'm sure the deeper resonating answer will come to me probably after this video today, tomorrow, because I'm still tired. I'm going to go to sleep after this. But there's always more layers and more layers. The more aware you become of your body and your spirit, knowing that you are eternal love and that you are an immortal being, the more awareness and understanding and wisdom comes to you quicker and quicker and quicker. But it also means that there's more healing happening. When we experience healing, it's not always comfortable. And it can put us into a fear state. But I truly believe that when we acknowledge if we're in judgment versus love, fear versus love, we can overcome these battles and these moments of suffering much faster and with much more compassion and patience for ourselves. That's all our higher self wants us to do in this new earth, in this new 5D. Because we can't awaken everybody. We can't serve everybody. Hey, Lil. We can't help everybody. We can only help ourselves, serve ourselves, call in our tools to serve ourselves so that we can be in service to others, whether it be while we're asleep or while we're awake. Some of our purposes is really just learning the power of love. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And if you're going to meditation tonight, it's in regards to surrendering to the now moment of the elements. Have a beautiful day.